How we should struggle with circumstance. The true man is revealed in difficult times. So when trouble comes, think of yourself as a wrestler whom God, like a trainer, has paired with a tough young buck. For what purpose? To turn you into Olympic class material. But this is going to take some sweat to accomplish. From my perspective, no one's difficulties ever gave him a better test than yours, if you are prepared to make use of them the way a wrestler makes use of an opponent in peak condition. Now we are sending you to Rome as a spy, and we don't want one who is easily frightened, or one who will turn back at the first sound of noise or glimpse of shadow, announcing hysterically that the enemy is practically at the gates. If you tell us on your return, conditions are terrible at Rome, everywhere death, exile, poverty, informants, everything a shambles. Fly, the enemy is upon us. We will respond by telling you in the future to keep your forecast to yourself. Our only mistake was in sending a spy like you in the first place. Diogenes went scouting before you did and came back with a very different report. Death, he said, was not evil because it was not dishonorable. Reputation was the empty noise of fools. And he said other things that helped remove the element of fear from pain and poverty. In his manner of life, he preferred the minimum of clothing to a purple gown, and bare ground to a bed, however soft. And as proof of such claims, he produced his assurance, his serenity, his freedom, as well as his tough, radiant physique. There is no enemy nearby, he said. All is peace and tranquility. Explain, Diogenes. Look for yourself. Am I wounded, disabled, or in flight from any enemy force? That's the kind of spy we honor. You bring us back a report full of a lot of random noise. Go off and make a better search, this time without the trepidation. What should I do then? What do you do when you leave a ship? Do you walk off with the rudder and oars? No, you leave with your own gear, your oil flask, and wallet. So just remember what belongs to you, and you won't lay claim to what doesn't. The emperor says to you, "Remove your broad hem." Very well, I'll wear the narrow hem. Remove that too. All right, I'll wear the ordinary toga now. Take your toga off. Fine, I'll go naked. Now your very composure provokes me. Take my whole body then. Is there any reason to fear someone to whom I stand ready to surrender my miserable corpse? But so-and-so will not leave his estate to me. Well, I forgot that none of it was mine. How then do we call it mine? As we call the bed in an inn mine? If the innkeeper dies and leaves you his bed, fine. But if he leaves it to someone else, then he will have it, and you will find a replacement. And if you don't, then you will have to sleep on the ground. Only rest easy there and snore away, because remember, tragedies take place among the rich, among kings and potentates. No poor man swells a tragedy except as a member of the chorus. Kings start off well enough. Deck the palace halls. But then around the third or fourth act we get, "O Catharon, why did you receive me?" Fool, where are your crowns, your diadem? Even your guards can't help you now. So when you stand before one of those tyrants, just bear in mind that you are in the presence of a tragic figure, and not the actor either, but Oedipus himself. But he's so lucky to be able to walk around with an entourage. Well, I too mingle with the masses, and so am attended by an entourage. The chief thing to remember is that the door is open. Don't be a greater coward than children, who are ready to announce, "I won't play anymore." Say, "I won't play anymore," when you grow weary of the game, and be done with it. But if you stay, don't carp.